Today we celebrate the 50th Sunday in the time of Easter. This Sunday, Jesus gives us an analogy which relates to our relationship with Jesus Christ. He says, I am the vine and you are the branches. This is not only an analogy to help us understand or realize our relationship with God the Father and Jesus Christ, but also a call to each one of us to reflect on our relationship with Jesus and God, to reflect on how we stand, our status today, and on the other hand, to help us have the firm confidence and to help us have the confidence that truly, if we leave other things that are not desired by Jesus Christ, we shall bear fruit. Jesus says, I am the vine and you are the branches, and God the Father is the farmer. However, the farmer prunes off excess leaves. He prunes off excess branches such that the branches, you and me, can bear good fruit. The Father removes branches that take excess nutrients. May we wholeheartedly turn to God and ask God to prune us off of our vices, our habits, such that these earthly desires, which would take the nutrients we deserve, may they get off our lives, may they get off from our bodies, and in so we can bear fruit. Secondly, Jesus talks of the branches that grow and they are not part of the stem of the vine, Jesus Christ. They don't have life. They are dry. They are just burnt because they don't have life. They are not attached to the stem. For the many times that we are not attached to Christ, for the many times we think we can stand on our own, for the many times we think without Jesus we have life, may we once again come back to the Lord, ask Him that our businesses, bring them to the Lord. Our families, bring them to the Lord. Our friends, our relatives, can we bring them back to the Lord? Because without God, truly, there is no life. The readings today, the gospel, in a very special way, is again calling us as Christians to put Jesus Christ at the center of our lives, such that whatever we do, whatever we think of, whatever we intend, may have its source, its life in Jesus Christ. Make Jesus the center of our Christian living. Many times when we visit families and you reach a home, they have photos, they have images of politicians, of various people, and many times some miss out to have a crucifix, to have a portrait of Jesus, a portrait of any saint. And at times I ask, the center of this family, is it politics? Is it music? Is it anything like they have put in it? So when Jesus talks of is the vine and we are the branches, it is a call for each one of us. Once again, may we bring Jesus to be at the center of our lives. In the Catholic Church, our life is guided by sacraments, and in a special way, the Eucharist, which is Jesus Christ Himself, His body, His blood, in the form of bread and wine, with His humanity and divinity. The Eucharist in Christian life is the center of our living. that whatever we do, whatever we think about, whatever we intend to do for God, with God, begins in the Eucharist. That's why most of the people who receive Holy Communion in desire, I tend to ask them, you have been like this for 5 years, 10 years, 20 years. If really Jesus is the source of your life and you are only having him in desire, truly we need to change that. Let us work upon all those things that are limiting us from receiving the body and blood of Christ. Because those very reasons that are limiting us to come to the core of Christian life, they are going to make us unworthy of entering heaven. The first reading, St. Paul, having converted, many people feared him at the first time of converting. He persecuted the church. They knew him as a persecutor. He was touched by God and he converted. When he converted, we all know how much Paul did. When you read the Bible, he has a lot of letters. But the first reading points to us an aspect of his conversion. He converted, even though they thought he was still a persecutor. Barnabas says, no. This man has completely changed. He has turned to the Lord. He is a believer. He has even proclaimed the Lord. We had our conversion in our baptism. And from then, whoever looks at us says, that one is a Christian. Like St. Paul, can we once again firmly stand out to bring to others the life we have in Jesus Christ? Without Christ, Paul was Saul. Paul didn't have life. He was a persecutor. With Christ, he attached to the vine. He being a branch, he even brings many to Christ. He himself ascertains that now there is life, the rest is vanity. As Jesus is calling us today to look at his relationship with us, him being the vine and we the branches, can we bow down and think again? We converted to God, and God is calling us to be branches to him. Therefore, if Christ is holy, the branches attached to Jesus have to be holy. If Christ is righteous, we too have to be righteous. Like in baptism, we share in the ministry of Jesus Christ, a priest, a teacher, and a prophet. And therefore, we, his branches, have to carry on these ministries in our various lives. Paul carried it on in preaching. He was a preacher. He was a teacher. You and me are called once again. Can we prune off the excess branches? Can we remain firm, stand firm, keeping the commandments of God? St. John, in the second reading, calls upon we. He says, you my children, can we do this in truth? May we not only on the outside appear to be Christians, but in truth, to the bottom of our hearts, to the truth of our hearts, such that when we stand before God, even our conscience can't condemn us, because we do that in truth. The 50th Sunday is a call of coming to the Lord, looking at our relationship with God, but also reflecting on how best can we trim off. How can we once again say Jesus is the center of our lives? How again can we have this confidence and move our lives with Jesus, beginning with Jesus and ending in Jesus? The Lord be with you.